everybody. This is the Bionic Woman. This is Denise coming to you live. Just want to give you a few updates. I didn't come on yesterday. I think it was a little bit busy. I had updated you guys on Thursday when I came back from the doctor. Just wanted to, sorry, the sun is this way and it's so bright, which I welcome it. Just want to give you all a little bit of update of what's been going on in my life. I feel a lot better, although I am having some pains in my legs. Um, they are starting me off slow. I wish they just let it go, but they're starting me off slow because they want the healing. This was the explanation that I was given. They want the healing in my back from the incision to heal before they start really turning it up. But the I adjusted every single day based on the questions that they asked me. And like I said, it's being ran by AI. Here's the app here. You can see it right there. There's the app. And then when you go in, you into the app, it'll ask you various questions and you will take like an assessment of how you doing. I have it set up to do my assessments every single day between 8 a.m. and noon, which is fine for me because I'm actually um, a morning person. So this is, hopefully you can see it okay. That light is pretty bright, but that's it. And on the app, it tells you whether your stimulator, the battery is doing good, whether it's connected, and you connect it through your Bluetooth. So it gives you all of those assessments. And then if you needed to answer any more questions, it goes and talks about your progress, as far as your, just giving you a brief look, what area is bothering you, how it feels like your buttocks area, your feet, your legs, what's your activity like? Did you change your medicine? And all those are the type of questions that they ask you in the app. And yesterday it wasn't as good from the night before. I had so many leg cramps. I had cramps in my legs. My leg was throbbing a little bit, and also my feet were bothering me. Last night I had cramps in my right foot, so that was bothering me. And they don't happen until the middle of the night. And I wished it happened during the daytime, then I could get some sleep, but it's in the middle of the night. So, if you're living with chronic pain and your chronic pain happens at nighttime, that's the worst time because you're not able to really get any sleep. So that's what's been happening. And I didn't get on here, but I want to be honest and let you know it's not like it's a miracle that's going to stop everything from bothering you instantly. Although the trial, to me, they turn things up a little bit more so you can really see how it is in the trial. And on the trial, things were happening so much faster. And I think maybe because they know that you only have a limited amount of time to really evaluate the device. So maybe that's it. I'm not really sure. However, I just know during the trial, I almost had no pain. I'm ready to get back to almost not having any pain. So I'm not there yet. I'm still doing this assessment. It has not been. It's just been over a little over a week. I had my implant done on a week from this past Thursday. So I'm still going through some challenges. And I just really want you to know that it's not going to happen overnight, but we have to give it a chance. I know that, and I believe that it's going to be better for me. I just have to be a little patient and just, continue to answer the questions. And like I said, I'm doing everything through this app, which is kind of crazy to me because, She told me it's AI, so I'm answering the questions and it decides how the what it should do. So based on what I'm telling it. And then if you get to a point and something you like, you'll say, I like this. I want to save it in my favorites. So if you ever want to go back to a certain um, setting, you can find it in your favorites. That's kind of weird to me as well, but that's the way it is. But otherwise, I'm doing okay. I just want to let you know I'm doing okay. I'm doing a little bit more than I had been doing. I'm not doing a lot. I did walk a little bit around the store today. I went to the grocery store, so that's my exercise. I want to stay moving because I think that's so important when you move, and I think that helps me as well. So I just wanted to really share, that it's not a miracle, but I am. And let me explain this. Let me back way up. Let me back up. Let me back up. So when I say I'm having pain and I'm still having some issues, it is nothing like it was before I had my implant. Nothing. It is much better. I'm just having some pain still in my legs for the same reason that I decided to get this device. However, those pains in my legs, they're not hurting me the way they hurted me before. Before, when they hurted me, it was so bad. I really just wanted to scream out and cry out, but I didn't. I held it in. So when I say I'm having pains, it's just, and I think an expectation. I really was expecting it to happen faster. Where I have a lot more relief faster. So don't let me confuse you. I just want to make sure I cleared that up because it is not nothing like the way it was. Um, but I am having some discomfort in my legs and in my feet, but my right foot is worse than my left foot. So that's why I wanted to make sure I clarify that because it's not as bad as before. And then I wanted to just say that my back where they cut me at, they cut those are doing so much better. Um, I still feel it. I still have some pain, but it's not as bad as it was. The where they cut me, where they put the wires at, that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. I think because maybe I don't know, but I really can't explain it. But I know where they put the device at, the battery pack, that hurts a lot more. It's not. Um, so bad that I'm taking any pain pills. I explained that to you earlier. I just take my regular medicine, and if it gets to a point where where it was to a point where it was hurting a little bit more, I took Tylenol. And then one time, two nights after I first got it implanted, I took Advil. And I also went back and listened, and I said Advil damage your liver. It's not. It's Tylenol. So I made a I missed that. It's Tylenol, and I just sort of got it crossed, and that's not. I don't want nobody to think I'm giving wrong information. So Tylenol damage your liver, and ibuprofen, Advil, and all that damage your kidneys. So I try not to take that much of any of it, and try to bear as much as I can. So that's what I was just seeing, that the battery, where the battery pack is, I think because they had to go deeper, and they also, it's in a muscle, they put it at my fat back. Like I said, if my back wasn't so fat, I probably would show you a picture, because I've had my daughter snap and my son snapped several pictures of the what it looks like back there, and just to see the difference in the scarring and to see the difference in, I know I'm going to have a scar, but it really don't matter. What matters to me is I feel okay, how I feel. But I did other thing I want to let you notice. I mean, tell you about is I notice when I'm in the car, for whatever reason, I could feel it a lot more in my seats. Okay, my when I lay back, when I sit back, um, I don't know if it's it's the type of seat or whatever it is. I could feel it, and it feels tad bit uncomfortable. It really was uncomfortable when I first got it done. And then the day I went back to the doctor, I really felt it. However, today I drove myself to the grocery store and it wasn't as bad. So when I got in the car, like I said, that was one of the things I thought about sitting in that chair, but it wasn't as bad. And this chair that I'm in, my office chair, is not so bad either. I have that little cushion pillow at the base of my back, so that gives me some comfort as well. So do what you can to make yourself comfortable because we got a long time. My doctor reminded me you got 7 weeks of healing. So I know that I got to try to make myself feel as comfortable as possible. That sun is really bright. I don't know if you guys see it, but to try to make myself feel as comfortable as possible. But I'm like I said, I am so thrilled. I'm happy. I'm happy I decided to do this, and I'm looking forward to all the healing to come to fruition and all of this to be over, so I can get back to being active and um, doing things. It was hard before. I couldn't do anything. So I'm looking forward to being able to do something, especially with me, um, in so much pain. It's just so hard. So any little, anything that will give me some comfort, a better quality of, that's what we're all looking for, especially as we age and we all pray that we get to, we do get older, that we have a better quality of life. And that's really what I'm looking for, is to be able not to have to suffer so. Because when you have chronic pain, you're really suffering. You're suffering a lot. And most people around you, they don't understand, they don't get it. And you might you try to explain it to them and you try to talk to them about it, but they don't get what you're going through. Most people don't. So you have some people that are understanding and they say they understand, but when you tell somebody I can't sit, I can't lay down, I can't stand up, I can't go to sleep, you are suffering. You're suffering. So when no matter what you do, no matter what position you in, you know how people say, "Oh, I don't feel good," and somebody say, "Oh, we'll go lay down for a while." No, that's the worst place for me to go lay down. So this right here, to be honest with you, I have been able to lay down. My sleep is still not there. I'm still wearing my watch. That's helping me to calculate the quality of my sleep, but it still is not as bad. So don't get confused when I say that I'm still in pain and all that. It's still not as bad as it was. So just want to let you know that. I did tell you that I was doing a little bit more. Um, I have I put a small load of clothes in the wash. However, I'm not pulling them out because in order to pull them out, I gotta bend down. Although my washer and dryer is on pedestals, it's still I would have to go into the washer to get these clothes out, and they said not to pick up anything more than 3 pounds. So I'm taking it slow. I'm in no hurry. So I will be taking one piece out at a time. My daughter put it in for me, but she's not here now. She left. So I'll be taking one piece out at a time with my reacher. I'm still using my reacher. You'll be using your reacher for those 8 weeks. So I'll just take one out at a time. So I did that. Um, what else did I do? I walked around the grocery store. That was my exercise. Um, so try to put in small things, especially if you think you're going to get bored from doing nothing. But just remember to continue to not lift, not twist, not bend, not reach. You got to remember, and trust me, it's harder than you think it is. It might sound, oh, what's she talking about? No, it's hard because our everyday life, we're doing all of those things. You want something out the cabinet, you're reaching up in the cabinet. If you drop something on the floor, you're picking it up, you're bending down to pick it up. If you somebody call you, you might twist around, you might dance, and you might twist. You can't do any of those things. You getting a gallon of milk out the refrigerator. You can't do that. They say don't even pick up. At least my doctor said don't even pick up a gallon of milk. So we got to be careful. You just went through a process, and you do not want to cause your process to be redone, or you pull wires out. I keep calling them wires, y'all. Um, by mistake. So just be careful. I'm gonna get off of here. It's a beautiful day. Um, my neighbor, uh, he makes he grows in his garden the absolute best jalapeno peppers. Now, um, people who know me know I like spicy food. And when I tell you his jalapeno peppers is the real deal, I don't know what he do with them, how he grow them, but his wife, she brought me over some tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, and bell peppers. And I always cut up the jalapeno peppers. They freeze well. I'll either cut them up or put them in my freezer hole. When you take them out, you can use them. They do really good when you freeze them. Now the tomatoes, I'm gonna have to eat. I know I'm gonna have a salad, so I'll chop some of those up, and I'll also chop up the bell peppers and put those in the freezer because I have quite a bit, and I don't want to waste it. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here from rambling. I am so glad to be here. I am so happy that I went down this road, and it wasn't an easy decision because you got something foreign in your body, but it was a decision that I made that I believe is going to be a light at the tunnel for me, and giving me a better quality of life. Because I tell you, when you're suffering with chronic pain, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And sometimes all you can do is just smile at people when they say, "Well, how you doing?" And you don't want to tell them, "Oh, everything hurts," because everything hurts. Everything. And that's the one problem when you have a spine problem, everything hurts. You think you're going crazy because everything in your body hurts. When it's your spine, it goes up your back, it goes your sciatic nerve go down your leg, go through your feet, your ankles, all of it. So I am so glad to be here with you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions about my procedure, why I chose the device I have, um, anything questions about my doctor. Like I said, my doctor was great. What I liked about him, he really listened. He didn't rush. I'm like, don't you got a room full of people out there? That's why he was always, now you can't go to him in a hurry because it was always a lot of people out there in the waiting room, but he wasn't the only doctor. But he had a lot of patience for me, his entire staff, and um, also his nurse practitioner, which is a male. Um, lot of patience, lots of patience. All the nurses, the people at the front desk, they all had a lot of patience. They had to have a lot of patience with me and my daughter because she talked, asked a lot of questions, and I talked too much. So that was great. And then, like I said, the Nevro rep was very good as well. She listened and she also checked on me, and she's still checking on me. So I appreciate that. So I'm gonna get out you guys' ear. I thank you for listening to me one more time. I'm not sure what day I'm gonna come back on, but I will continue to give you guys some updates on what I'm doing, and I still haven't forgot. I haven't told you why I decided to go down this road, but just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. All right. I love you guys. I pray that whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, that you are covered, you are blessed, and you are having an awesome day. Bye, everybody. Love you.